If it's really a Stradivarius, it says Stradivarius. If it's really a Levolor blind and not an imitation, it says Levolor. Some people will go to almost any length to find out if your blinds are a copy or a signed original. Riviera by Levolor.
Lift a Levolor blind and what do you find? You find the Levolor name.
Riviera by Levolor.
Riviera blinds by Levolor, available at Bullock's.
There's a Dannon body in everybody. Just exercise and eat good foods like all-natural, low-fat Dannon yogurt.
Hands-on training tonight after That's Incredible.
Hurry up. Your breakfast is going to get cold.
Breakfast? You made me breakfast.
Right. We have 2 eggs over light, whole wheat toast, papaya juice, and coffee. But it's instant because the grocery store wasn't stocked very well.
Not well stocked. How'd you get the papaya juice?
Oh, I think Nicole probably bought that a long time ago.
Well, if I didn't know better, I think you were trying to butter me up for some reason.
Why? No. I was watching television this morning and I saw that whole thing on the ISIS raid and I just figured you probably needed as many vitamins as you could get.
Do I look that feeble?
No. In fact, I'm very proud of what you did.
Well, thanks. I'm kind of amazed myself. Gunplay was not one of my better subjects in med school.
Yes, well, I'm also thankful that you're all right.
Me too.
I also wanted to thank you for not making a scene when you found Preacher here last night.
I was too tired for scenes. I don't know whether I would have made one anyway.
Thank you.
Jody, I'm not wrong, am I? You and Preacher did make love last night.
Yes.
Well, I don't want to sound like a prude, but are you aware of all the ramifications that the physical act of love carries with it?
Miles, I'm 19 years old.
Oh, that means you're totally enlightened in the ways of the world, does it?
Well, I don't have to worry, if that's what you mean.
Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. I know you're both intelligent people. Actually, I was thinking more in terms of your relationship with Preacher.
Oh. How are your eggs?
Jody, what happens now?
Here you go, Jack.
Thank you, Mr. Carr.
Well, I just got the Northeastern District results.
They're not so good, are they?
No, they're not.
Yep.
Mike, don't worry. I'm sure that the plea you made on TV last night is going to help turn things around.
I wish I knew if anyone was watching.
Well, thanks to Mr. Van Dyne's messages, most of Monticello probably was.
Good point. But the ones who were affected by the messages may elect Marshall Cross.
Oh.
Well, I've cast my vote. I assume you two have done the same.
First thing. But what good are 3 votes against the thousands that Van Dyne handed to Cross?
Can't the election be declared invalid?
There'll be a full-scale investigation at any rate, but that's a lengthy, time-consuming process. And it might be several months before a new election can be held.
You mean if Marshall Cross and Van Dyne's other candidates win the election, they would be in office until a new election were held?
That's the size of it.
Good Lord, think of the damage they could do.
Exactly.
Now, I think we're being altogether too pessimistic about this thing. Especially in view of the power of your last-minute plea, which, incidentally, you delivered brilliantly.
A brilliantly delivered speech falling on deaf ears is useless.
We will see how much good it did after all the ballots are cast.
In the meantime, all we can do is hope.
Mr. Carr.
No.
Here's how the election's shaping up.
Edge of Night is brought to you by pH Balanced Secret, strong enough for a man but made for a woman. And by Ivory, for a pure, natural kind of clean. Lather up with Ivory.
I always thought my wife was an Ivory girl, and I'm glad the Ivory people think so, too.
If my skin is healthy looking, I'd say Ivory has something to do with it. I'm a part-time real estate agent and a full-time mother, so I don't have much time to fuss with my skin. I do exercise and get plenty of fresh air, and I like to wash with a pure and simple soap, like Ivory. I don't want to wash with a soap that leaves heavy perfume or deodorant on my face. Ivory leaves me with the natural kind of clean I feel good about. And when I'm at work and someone notices my complexion, that makes me feel even better.
Healthy-looking skin. Ivory can help you have it, too.
Healthy-looking skin and Ivory, they just go together.
And now, basic natural Ivory soap comes in a new liquid. Try it.
A man, a woman. Both play hard, both perspire. But Secret Antiperspirant knows that her perspiration can be very different from his. Watch. This special pH paper proves her perspiration is several times more alkaline than his. Notice the dramatic change in her paper, which shows just how different they are. And Secret's pH balance formula works with a woman's chemistry. It actually accommodates her higher pH level, so Secret can give her the protection she needs to help stay dry all day. All this, and Secret's pretty fragrance, too. Thanks to Secret, you can play as hard as a man and still feel dry like a woman. pH Balanced Secret. Strong enough for a man, but made for a woman.
Man, something's wrong here. Somebody been messing with my decimal point or what? Yeah, this isn't enough to pay for my chocolate milk.
Since when do you like chocolate milk?
Oh, Shelley, what brings you down here?
I'm checking up on you. Isn't that money supposed to go directly to Mrs. Saxon?
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I was about ready to do.
Yeah, and I'm Little Red Riding Hood.
More like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Oh, come off it, Gunther. You were helping yourself again, weren't you? Your hands are still sticky.
You know, you're just a little too smart for me, you know that?
That isn't hard.
Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you a little slice of the dough.
How generous. No thanks.
Oh, come on, Shelley. Look, now, I am no crook. All I did was take just a little bit to cover my expenses. Listen, I wasn't kidding about the chocolate milk. It's my breakfast. And the hot dog's my lunch. Now, if I really want to splurge, it's bologna on white bread.
You're breaking my heart.
You gonna turn me in?
I'm not sure.
Well, what else can I give up? All I got left is the bologna. If I do that, then I gotta stand in the line of the soup with the Salvation Army.
Okay, I'll tell you what. You go ahead and keep the money, and I'll just ask for a favor from time to time.
Favor? Hey, that's blackmail.
I prefer we call it an understanding.
Semantics.
Take it or leave it, Gunther.
I'll take it. Never did like soup. I don't care for their trumpets either.
I love Preacher, and last night was just the next logical step in our relationship.
Well, that's just fine. Have you thought about what the next step is after that?
Well, we haven't really talked about it.
I suggest you do talk about it, Jody. I know if Nicole were alive, she'd tell you to think about the future. What happens? Is it going to be marriage? Are you going to move in together? What?
You know, I could ask you the same question about Chris.
Chris and I have both been through marriages and a great deal more of life than either you or Preacher.
I don't see what difference that makes. What does commitment change with age?
No.
Well, then shouldn't you be thinking about your future with Chris?
It's different with Chris and me, Jody. When you've had a long-term relationship that suddenly ends, you can't believe that you could ever start over again. You got all of those memories that are centered on one person, the roots, the pictures and the music, and all of a sudden they're gone. They've vanished. So when you do find somebody new, you can't believe you'd ever be able to share as much with them.
So commitment has crossed your mind?
Well, yes, of course, but Chris and I both have reason to be cautious. Anyway, listen, we were talking about you. Are you You seeing Preacher later today?
Yeah, I'm supposed to meet him for dinner at the Rock Garden.
Would you mind if I tagged along?
Well,
Please, Jody, I owe it to you, and I owe it to Nicole to try to make sure you and Preacher know what you're doing.
okay. Miles, thank you. I mean, thank you for always caring and for always sharing your thoughts with me. And Nicole.
And Nicole.
Well, I have a feeling she probably heard every word.
Dine and most of his men, including Robbie Hamlin, are behind bars.
You know, if you ask me, Hamlin should have been there weeks ago.
Yeah, well, the problem is that a few of Van Dyne's key men are still at large. I want their capture to be your #1 priority.
Most of them abandoned the vans because they were too conspicuous, but we'll get them.
We'll handle it.
Oh, wait a minute. Listen, before you go, thank you, Chris. Thank you, Calvin, for helping Beth and me escape.
No problem. I needed the exercise.
It was a lot less dangerous, actually, than being in a holding cell with this one.
Oh, do I sense a poor loser in the crowd?
No, you don't.
Wait a minute. What do you mean, poor loser? What?
Well, while we were cooling our heels, Detective Egan played cards like she was hot from the tables at Atlantic City.
Oh, really?
Yeah, beat me out of $60 in stud poker.
Just one of my many talents. Walter taught me.
Walter? You hustled me.
Listen, if you want, I'll give you a chance to win it back, okay?
Chris?
Oh, there. I've just come from the squad room, and almost all of your officers have completely recovered from the effects of subliminal messages and are reporting back to work.
Good. That is good news. Thank you. And thank you, too, for all you've been through this past week.
Oh, my pleasure. Actually, looking back at it, it was pretty exciting. I even considered running a roadblock, but in my subcompact, I figured I didn't have a chance.
I'm glad everything turned out all right.
Well, almost everything. I do have one regret.
What?
Playing poker with Chris. She took me for $8. Boy, does she have a good poker face. She really had me fooled.
Salon perm?
No, Ogilvy.
Salon perm.
No, Ogilvy.
Salon perm?
No, Ogilvy Home Perm. Ogilvy has a special protein-enriched pre-perm conditioner. It helps put your hair in its best possible condition before perming. For a home perm that looks like a salon perm with lots of body that lasts and lasts, try Ogilvy Home Perms with protein-enriched pre-perm conditioner.
Presenting the Halston 3 Lifestyle Collection. Career Lifestyle. Holiday Lifestyle. A totally new fashion point of view for the modern American woman's lifestyle. All this and much more. Halston 3 exclusive designs. Available at JCPenney.
Hey, I didn't know it was gonna be like a threesome.
Jody didn't either. I invited myself.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, by the way, man, congratulations on the raid on the ISIS building. I'm sorry I couldn't go along.
Yeah, we could have used you. Listen, I was very happy you were there to protect Jody.
Hey, no. I don't know what Jody's told you, Doc, but if you came by to give me like a big responsibility rap, you don't gotta worry
I don't
about
have any intention of doing any such thing. I know you're both old enough to know what you're doing.
it. Okay, so why the little family circle here?
I just kind of wanted to know what your plans were, that's all.
Well, I love Jody, Doc. I thought that was kind of obvious.
And?
Well, I'm gonna marry Jody.
Married?
You know, like wedding vows and all that stuff.
Nancy, for heaven's sake, stop that infernal pacing.
Oh, I'm sorry. Geraldine is very hard.
I know.
Anything on the returns yet, Mike?
No. The early totals are starting to come in, but not enough balance have been counted to tell.
This is worse than waiting for my book to be published.
No one has an edge at the moment.
Now, that's good. In this case, neutrality is a blessing.
Excuse me, Mr. Carr. The mayor's on line 6.
Yes, Your Honor? Well, thank you, sir. That's very kind of you to say so. Well, I wouldn't be too harsh with yourself. I'm afraid Van Dyne had a number of us under his thumb. But from here on in, things should improve. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you very much indeed.
Now, that is a good sign.
The mayor is scared.
If he's calling me, he must be. He must think I have a chance after all.
Now, listen, Doc, I was going to discuss it with you when I had the time, but I want to marry Jody.
Discuss it with him. What about discussing it with me?
I thought you and I had like this understanding between us.
Well, where was I when we had this understanding?
The minute I saw you laying on the storeroom floor, you know how people say your whole life flashes in front of you and your life's in danger?
Yeah.
Well, my whole future flashed in front of me. And I think I would be dead without you.
Preacher.
So you see, besides that, Doc, I know that's what Jody wants.
Is it really?
Huh? You do, right?
Well, I don't know how you can know that when we haven't even discussed it ourselves.
I don't know. I just thought that maybe, like, silent, like.
Well, if you'll excuse me.
Wait, just a second. Where are you going?
I gotta go back to the hospital. Cliff's in bad shape.
Well, thank you for all your help.
You're welcome.
Now listen, why do I get the feeling that our trains are different stations now, Jody?
Because they are.
So I don't understand you. What are you so upset about? I mean, you said that you wanted to get married.
No, I didn't. You're wrong.
So you're saying you don't want to marry me?
No. No, I didn't say that. Now listen, I don't know what I want.
Scope presents The Way It Was.
Mom, mouthwash tastes like medicine. If it didn't, it wouldn't work.
Henry believed it. Today, he still does.
Henry, try Minty Scope. Tastes good.
Then it doesn't work.
Scope works. Don't let the good taste fool you. Try. For me?
Minty.
Fresh breath that lasts. And you did it all for me.
Scope works. Don't let the good taste fool you.
Most people can't help but help themselves to the moist, delicious brownies in the world. Duncan Hines. Bet you can't help but help yourself to the moist, delicious brownies in the world. Duncan Hines.
Of the leading mixes, Duncan Hines batter is the most smooth and creamy, which makes the most delicious, the moist, delicious brownies.
So go ahead and help yourself. You know you gotta help yourself, so go ahead and help yourself to the moist, delicious brownies in the world.
Duncan Hines.
Hey, what's a tough cleaning job in your kitchen? Someplace you'd use Top Job.
These cabinets, they get covered by greasy dirt.
Right, but greasy dirt's everywhere, like walls,
Wow.
and no wax floors, and...
Countertop, appliances.
Sure.
It's nearly all over.
In fact, on the toughest baked-on greasy dirt, like on this range hood, Top Job by the bucket cleans better than the leading pines in ammonia.
Say, if Top Job cleans so much so well,
Yeah?
shouldn't it be called Top Jobs?
Hey!
Myrna! Just the person I was looking for. Take these and have them rehealed, and Gunther will give you the car fare.
Well, the last time I checked, my name wasn't listed under wardrobe.
Gunther,
I heard.
please ask her to do it for me.
Myrna, honey, do this little thing for Shelley, okay?
What?
Look, now, for your wounded producer, okay?
Gunther, you have got to be kidding.
Nobody's kidding, sweetheart. Put on your little flats and start walking first thing tomorrow morning.
Oh.
Thank you.
Hey, Gunther. I just came by to tell you that I'm ready to pick up on my duties at the theater again.
Great.
Hey, come on, man. You sold a lot of tickets last night. You should be happy. What's up?
I am happy. I'm overjoyed.
Hey, come on, man. Hold up. I need to check my cues, Gunther. Let me tell you something. I'll catch you later and we're gonna talk.
So, Preacher's back. Certainly hope you haven't come back looking for a job.
No. I was just hoping now that Robbie Hamlin is in jail that you and I could at least be civil to one another.
I don't see any connection.
Preacher was going out with you to throw Robbie off guard. Gee, I'm sorry, I thought you knew that.
That's not true. You're lying. You're a rotten little liar. It's not true.
It's amazing how when your job is on the line, these numbers become very important.
It's amazing how they can make projections with so few votes in.
No, let me turn it up.
WMON projects with 15% of the vote counted,
Only 15%.
the incumbent mayor will be defeated, and that Mike Carr will be reelected.
Here's to the incumbent DA, newly re-elected.
And here's to the best campaign manager in the world.
Aw, thank you.
And to my wife, the true backbone of my campaign.
Oh, here.
Hello. Well, good evening, Mr. Cross. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm sure you know that some of my staff will be calling you to discuss that very matter. Your cooperation in this investigation will be greatly appreciated. Goodbye.
To my husband, the most beautiful, wonderful DA in all of Monticello.
Just Monticello? Hello?
Mike, it's Derek Mallory. Listen, I'm with Beth Correll. We just heard the news. Congratulations.
Well, I hope you'll both join us to celebrate. Nancy and Geraldine and I have already started.
I'd love to. Where are you off to?
To the Monticello Arms First, where some of my supporters are gathered, and then we like to get together at someplace a little less hectic.
How about the rock garden?
Terrific idea. Why don't you bring Beth and anyone else you can think of?
I will do that. I'll see you there.
We just heard. Mr. Carr did it.
Isn't that great news? Come on, let's go celebrate. Well, now that Louis Van Dyne's men are all safely behind bars, I think maybe you've earned a vacation.
We all have.
No, I mean, seriously, take off a few days.
I can't. I've got a lot of catching up to do. But thank you for the thought.
Well, I just thought that maybe...
Listen, you know, I haven't officially congratulated Mr. Carr. I'll be right back, all right?
Okay.
Eric, I know this is none of my business, but sometimes it's hard to turn off your radar, isn't it? You really love Chris, don't you?
Shows that much?
To me, yeah. But what about Miles?
What about Miles?
Shouldn't you consider his feelings, too?
He didn't consider my feelings when he took Chris away from me. Why should I consider his now?
Because you care.
How do you know that?
How do you think? It shows. Derek, you care about people, and so does Miles.
Beth, you are a terrific lady and one hell of a psychiatrist, but I am not one of your patients. And if you don't mind, I'd rather not talk about it.
Okay. You know, I have never seen Mike Carr so happy. He is just beaming from ear to ear.
Oh, come on, make me happy. Come and dance with me. Come on.
Sure.
Oh, God, is it good to have you backstage? Nothing like work with a professional, you know? Everything went like clockwork.
Thanks. You know, you weren't so bad yourself, not either. Especially in that fight scene.
Yeah, anger is an emotion I get in touch with very easily.
Yeah, you can say that again.
Preacher, tell me something. Is it true that you only took me out to throw off Robbie Hamlin?
I tried to tell you that, Shelley, and I'm sorry. I mean, I know you feel like you've been used or something, but it's the only way that I could save Jody from that lightweight.
It's all right, no problem. I understand.
Anyway, that's a great show you did.
What's the rush?
Jody's waiting.
Hold on a second. There's a little something I want to give you.
Me?
I hope you'll be very happy.
Thanks. Hey, good night, Gunther.
Night, Preach. Yeah, I bet you didn't succeed with that one.
Oh, no, Gunther. I'm going to have him yet. And I do mean in every sense of the word.
Man, that goes 5 feet 8 inches of gorgeous trouble. That's the worst kind.
Grandpa, we won!
Attaboy. Hey, we really scored Grandma's homemade spaghetti sauce. Nope, it's Prego, a jar sauce. And we struck out. But Prego tastes homemade. Dad, does Prego have all that good stuff Mama puts in? It's in there. See, all natural. Lots of herbs and onions and garlic. Look, it's in there. But homemade taste?
It's in there.
100% natural Prego spaghetti sauce. Homemade taste. It's in there.
It's a hit.
Yeah.
Oh,
that was my dinner.
Good excuse to buy you dinner.
Great. Give me 15 minutes to shower, shampoo, and shine.
Shine?
When I want my smile to be knockout, I shine it with Pearl Drops tooth polish. A dentist invented Pearl Drops with special polishing ingredients to help make your teeth their shiniest. It's a great feeling.
Now I see what you mean by shine.
Shine, shine, shine with Pearl Drops.
These adorable babies never dreamed they'd grow up to become these famous soap opera stars. They're All My Children's Marcy Walker, General Hospital's Steve Bond, From the Edge of Night, Lori Loughlin, and From One Life to Live, Michael Storm. Join their real-life families all this week on the soap star Real Family Feud.
Many women stopped using tampons because of their associated risk with toxic shock syndrome. If you're one of them, you probably think you're safe. But surprisingly, if you use a diaphragm, there may also be a risk. A recent study found that women who wear diaphragms for 24 hours or more are also at risk of developing toxic shock syndrome. Leaving the diaphragm in that long allows the bacteria that produces TSS to grow. So for contraceptive safety, keep the diaphragm in place for 6 to 8 hours, then remove it without delay, and you'll be protected and healthy.